hear what is happening over here and also be part of the spirit of awakening, of a kind of, huge movement, I think, that is building up. And I see the start of the building of a movement, and that is why I wanted to come, and that is why I wanted to be amongst all of you on behalf of the All India Democratic Women's Association. The General Secretary Jagbati is also here with me. Comrade Thomas Isaac has also come. So we all came over here to tell you, earlier I think when Shaila spoke, she said we call upon all the movements that they should also be there with us. And let me start by assuring you that yes, the women's movement is very much there with you. The All India Democratic Women's Association, along with the other national women's organizations, we feel that this is not a fight only of the JNU students. We feel that this is a larger battle, and we feel that the reason why JNU is being targeted, it is not accidental, and we recognize the significance of why JNU is being targeted, and we assure you that we will battle on all these counts. We will take the battle on all these counts which you have placed over here, that we want Kanhaiya out. We will not cease this fight as you have not, as you all have started over here, this movement that you will not stop until Kanhaiya comes out. We are there with you on that. We are there with you on the fact that 8 of the councillors, is that right? 8 of them have been rusticated or prevented from coming onto campus, or all the other authoritarian steps that are being taken. We are there against those, and we will also join with you and fight against all those things. We will fight for each one of those issues that you have raised over here. And I would like to place before you that let us recognize at this moment that we are part of something that is happening in our country which has a larger implication. It is rather a historic movement, I would say. We were thinking back to those times in 1975 at the time of the emergency, and even then it was the attacks on the students, it was the repression against the youth, it was this that brought them onto the streets, and it was this that broke the back of the emergency in our country. And over here I do believe that this is going to be the moment in time when that whole shift is going to occur. It is not accidental that JNU is being targeted. It is here that this whole discussion and debate around where we want our youth to go, where we want the students to go, what do we want our future to be, these debates, these are the things, the discourse, these are the things that are happening in a university like JNU. But the powers that be, they do not want this, they do not accept it, and they think that by targeting JNU, they can stop this, they can repress this, they can push this back. I think they've made a mistake, don't you? I think now, seriously, there is a very big challenge that has been raised. But the challenge is not only a challenge that can be met by JNU in itself. It is a larger challenge. What happened in Hyderabad, what happened in the Hyderabad University, and the way in which Rohit lost his life, shall we ever forget that the kind of way in which Rohit lost his life has raised issues for the student community at large in this country? Will we not raise our voice on this right till the time when we note that a change is taken place in the policy, so that such policies are not continued by the universities? Shall we not take steps? Shall we not recognize what has happened in FTII and the students, how bravely they fought? How bravely they sat over there, how long they sat over there, and just imagine how they had to go back inside. These people are not ashamed. And they, the irony of it, when we came over here and we are being prevented at the gate by some group of ABVP or whoever hooligans they have got over there, and they are brandishing these things and saying everybody will have to say Vande Mataram if they have to go in. Yeah, right. I was just thinking here, these guys who idolized Nathuram Godse, Yeah, and Nathuram Godse is their idol, and they're talking to us about nationalism and what is anti-nationalism. I mean, give us a break, right? So, this is the way things are these days. This is what we recognize. This is what we realize, that they're trying to make these and shift the terms of the discourse, but repeatedly what is coming up on the media also, there is a very sharp discussion that is taking place. I would only say that what is happening over here on campus, all of you, your strength, your ability to take this on, your ability to raise questions, your ability to stand fast. We are all there with you, but you are in the firing line. You are there, you are under attack, and we all recognize and we all acknowledge that this is happening because the future of the country, the future of universities, the future of education, and the direction that this government can take in terms of the autonomy of universities as well as the ideology, that is what they are seeking to decide. And therefore, it's a very, very major thing that is happening over here. And all of you, while you're standing fast, let us take this discussion to larger circles, to other universities. I know that in IIT Mumbai, there was a signature campaign, and they have sent a set of signatures here. I know that Tata Institute of Social Sciences in Mumbai, they have had meetings around this issue. There should be a number of such activities across universities, and we will certainly try to ensure that this takes place. And I think all the student organizations which are there, which are from different places, which are represented in different universities, they must take this up so that we broaden the way in which this is happening, and we are able to make a change in the way that this government is trying to work. So once again over here, I mean, I must say that the way in which the JNU students have come together on this, the way in which the powers have recognized that there is something over here that they must hold, something over here that they must compress, something over here that they must bring down. I think the point here is that all of you all coming over here to tell them, no, sorry, do not think that you can do this. Do not think that such repression will succeed. Do not think that we shall not overcome. Certainly in our unity and in our ability to take on this repression, we will certainly succeed. So once again, on behalf of the All India Democratic Women's Association, which has been taking up, as Shaila correctly pointed out, so many different issues affecting sections of women, sections of young girls, the right to choose their own partners, the right to be free of violence in the home. I know many of you would be aware that even today, girls and women who say that, you know, they are being beaten up in the house, they cannot even approach the police because the police says, oh, it's only your husband beating you, right? It's nobody else beating you. So what's the big problem? That's the way even now patriarchy works on a day-to-day basis within the households. And women who go out to work, we know how vulnerable they are. Even today, when, you know, somebody disappears on the road and we say, oh my God, what has happened? We do not know. Anything can happen to a girl who goes out to work, but girls are nevertheless trying to go out, assert themselves, and see that their spaces are retained, and are trying to ensure that they also have equal spaces and equal rights. So in all these, the JNU-SU has been there very much as part of this larger struggle. So this larger struggle, let us strengthen that. This larger movement, let us strengthen that, and let this become, in fact, a historic movement which ensures that there is a change, which is a plus for JNU, and also a change which ensures a positive direction for the whole of this country. With these words, thank you very much for listening to me. I must once again confess that I came hoping to get some spirit from you and go back and tell our people and all our organization everywhere, look what's happening there. Come on, let's also get onto the street. And that's what I'm going to do on behalf of all of you. Thank you very, very much. Keep it up. We are there with you. Let me say Zindabad to all of you, and let's take this forward. Thank you very much.